Hello students, today we will continue with the chapter, the poem 2.3. We have to do the figures of speech. In the part 1, we will complete the figures of speech and the exercises. So going on, I had done the figures of speech till second paragraph. Yes, now we will go to the third paragraph. Down the street with laughter and shout. Laughter and shout, onomatopoeia. Why? Because it expresses sound. Yes, onomatopoeia. Glad in the freedom of school let out, came happy boys like a flock of sheep. Now the third line, came happy boys like a flock of sheep, is simile. Why simile? Because the boys are compared to a flock of sheep. Hailing the snow pile wide and deep. And hailing means cheering. Again it is onomatopoeia. They were shouting, they were screaming. So it is onomatopoeia. Past the woman so old and grey. Now this will be tautology. Tautology. Why? Because old and grey have the same meaning. Hasten the children on the way. So it will be inversion. The children hasten on their way will be the correct order. Going to the next paragraph. None offered a helping hand to her. Alliteration. Sound of H is repeated. So weak and timid, afraid to stir. Climax. Climax, action is going in ascending order. Lest the carriage wheels or the horse's feet should trample her down in the slippery street. So the line there, last line of the paragraph is alliteration. Slippery street. Next paragraph. At last came out of the merry troop. Again inversion. At last came out the merry troop. The gayest boy of all the group is alliteration. He paused beside her and whispered low. Onomatopoeia. Sound is expressed by the word whispered. Low. I'll help you cross if you wish to go. Next paragraph. Her aged hand on his strong young arm. So it is antithesis. Antithesis. Why antithesis? Aged and young. Opposite words. So it is antithesis. She placed and so without hurt or harm. Tautology. Hurt and harm have the same meaning. He guided the trembling feet along. Synecdoche. Why synecdoche? Because the only feet were not guided. The full woman was guided. So part for full is expressed here. Part for full is synecdoche. Proud that his own were young and strong. Then back again to his friends he went. Inversion. The correct order, he went back again to his friends. His young heart happy and well content. So it will be tautology and also synecdoche. Not only his heart was happy and well content, but he fully was happy and well content. So part for the full is told, and it is tautology because happy and well content have the same meaning. Okay. Now going on to the next paragraph. Turn your pages. She's somebody's mother, boys, you know, for all she's aged and poor and slow. And someone, sometime, may lend a hand to help my mother, you understand? So it is interrogation. That line, to help my mother, you understand? Interrogation. A question is asked. If ever she's old and poor and grey, again tautology, and her own dear boy so far away. Somebody's mother bowed low her head. Yes, so bowed and low. Same meaning, tautology. In a home that night, and the prayer she said. Inversion. Yes, she said her prayer in the home that night will be the correct order. Was, God be kind to that noble boy who is somebody's son and pride and joy. Somebody's son, alliteration. Yes, so somebody's son. The sound of S is repeated. So students, I hope you all got the figures of speech. Now we'll go to the English workshop. See students, whichever part is omitted, I will just tell you all not to do it. Now, first activity 1 is there. Pick out lines from the poem that help create images of the following in your mind and write them down in a table. Now, this you'll have to write it down in your notebook. Now, the number 1, old woman, you can write old, ragged, grey in the first. We'll go first with the old woman. Old, ragged, grey. Second, bent with chill, winter's chill. Bent with the chill of winter's day. You can write. Third, afraid to stir. Okay. So this way you can write for the old woman. There are many other. You can even write that she was aged, poor and slow. Okay. You are describing the old woman. Now describing the street. Crowded street. Then slippery. Then piled with snow, wide and deep. Yes. So you can write about the street. Then going to the schoolboys. Okay. Happy, merry troop, glad. Okay. So you are describing the schoolboys. Now, write at least 5 rhymes from the poem. Now, rhymes means rhyming words. Okay. What do you mean by rhymes? The rhyming words. Okay. So, you can write the rhyming words. Grey, day, snow, slow. Okay. Long, strong, by, I. So, like that, these are the rhyming words. Okay, students. Now, activity 3. Give in your own words 2 reasons for each of the following. Students, this is self-study. You have to do it by your own. I will just guide you all. The woman was reluctant to cross the street by herself. Why? Because she was old, slow. Second reason you can give, she was afraid to be crushed by the carriage wheels. Yes, you can write this. Then the school boys were in a happy mood because they were let out of school. Second reason, they saw the snow falling. Yes, they were very happy. Then C1. One of the schoolboys helped the old woman cross the street. Why? Because he saw her waiting with an anxious eye. Second reason you can write is that he felt if he would help her, somebody would help his mother. Then the D1. We must help those who are in need. Of course, this reasons you can write on your own. It gives us happiness. Yes, and it can come back to us in return. Someday someone will help our own people. Okay, students. Now, dear, this activity 4, it is not there. Just cut it out. Activity 5 also is not there. Okay. Now, students, see this particular poem. Yes, the appreciation of the poem is there. So, when we meet, I will give you the appreciation of the poem or I will send it to you in a PDF form. Okay. Now, appreciation of poems is very important because it is a compulsory 5 marks question. Yeah. And this appreciation, of course, the poem is given. You have to even write the title, everything is given, but you have to write it in what form? You have to write it in a paragraph form. Okay. So, when I give you all the appreciation in a PDF form, you have to write it in your notebooks. Okay, students. So, we will, in the next part now, we will start with a new lesson. That is the fall of Troy. And that explanation. It's a big lesson, so it will take 3 to 4 lectures.